Pisces, how are you? This is Shooting Stars Tarot. Welcome to your monthly love forecast 16. Let's go ahead and get started. I just want to say happy holidays to everybody. Hope you enjoy the rest of 16. And I've been pre-shuffling the cards, so we'll just go ahead and get started really quickly. If you'd like to order a private reading, you can just click on the link below and it will bring you to a booking site. It's very easy to do. Or email me if you have any questions. And let's go ahead and get started. All right, Pisces, love life, in the universe. What are the messages? So interesting, Pisces, because so many people have been getting the Eight of Swords this month. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Oh, also, I wanted to say I'm going to, within the next week or so, be posting 17 annual love forecast. And then I also have specials for that on the booking site. So if you want to order one of those, instead of just a monthly, you can order that as well. All right, Pisces. I'm just high level looking at this. I'm seeing a lot of want and analysis and excitement, but hesitation, okay? And really, I'm just sensing in the overall of this that this is coming from you. I'm not sensing that your partner is analyzing you or that somebody you're involved with is second guessing the relationship. I'm sensing that all of this is your view, your worries, your thoughts, okay? Now, you very well could be involved with an earth sign. You could be involved with an air sign or somebody that has air in their rising or moon signs also. But just the general layout of this and the way that I know you process information and energy, Pisces, I'm really sensing that this is you wanting everything to move forward, being very excited, wanting it to push forward, but then whatever your partner's doing or somebody that you're dating, whatever they're doing, they're doing little things here and there that are setting you back in thought and causing you to retreat a little bit and not push the relationship forward, even though you're really wanting to. And the reason why I keep saying that you're wanting to, Pisces, is because in your past, your recent past, we have the Knight of Swords, okay? Now, the Knight of Swords, again, out of all the cards in the whole tarot deck, this is the only one that could be somewhat dangerous, and I'm only saying dangerous in the term of, in the mindset of not thinking through things clearly and just rushing in and trying to fix things. Maybe an ex is rushing in and coming back. Maybe you're wanting to push the relationship forward without really analyzing things, okay? So there's this sense in the recent past of wanting to move everything forward, or your partner wants to move everything forward very quickly. But you're sitting here saying, whoa, 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 okay? Yes, this is a new beginning. Whether an ex is coming back, it's a new beginning for you. Whether you're just starting to date somebody, and it's a new beginning for a relationship, or whether you've been in a long-term bond and you're kind of approaching a new phase of relationship or something new that you're going to be doing together, okay? Ace of Swords, strength, excitement, clarity, right? New beginnings. But rushing in, wanting to push things forward, yes, it's a new beginning. Yes, it's great. You're excited. But, whoa, whoa, whoa. Page of Pentacles. This is the messenger card, but the Page of Pentacles brings analysis and study, okay? So waiting, learning, okay? Yes, this is moving forward in a great way. I'm excited, but am I really ready to just, jump into this relationship with somebody or jump into this stage with somebody without really seeing how they act in the long term? Let's just kind of step back a little bit and, take part and be excited and offer, okay? Offer, give, but watch and learn at the same time, okay? And that's what this is too. The Four of Cups is a card of boredom. It's a card of hesitation or complacency. So this is grounding your Pisces, so not necessarily complacent in terms of I don't care where the relationship goes, and not in terms of I don't care about you, or I don't care about us, but I don't care about pushing forward everything in the rate that you're wanting to push forward, okay? Whether you, Pisces, are the one that are wanting to push forward, or your partner at too fast of a rate, one of you is going to be holding back and stepping back and saying, whoa, wait, okay? It doesn't mean you're not going to heavily partake in the relationship, just your emotional investment is not going to be full-fledged. I'm ready to give you an engagement ring just yet, or I'm not ready to start family planning, or we're not ready to make that big move together just yet, okay? So learning, watching, waiting, okay? You're very grateful that they're very grateful that this person is in your life. The universe is offering you emotional happiness, but not ready to grab onto it just yet. And the reason why I say just yet, because this card normally means that someone's very bored and complacent in a relationship and almost probably ready to leave. Okay, so that's what this card means. But when I look at your future card of the Lovers, I'm sensing that it's just a not yet type of a thing. Okay, you're just not quite sure. Is this the person for me? And maybe the love is there, maybe the commitment or the chemistry and the connection is there. But at the same time, okay, there's always hurdles to go through, because if you look at this Lovers card, there's a divine energy blessing their union, blessing their relationship, blessing the bonding of their souls, but they're separated, and between them is a mountain. Okay, this could be a mountain of communication, a mountain of trying to figure things out and work to there's something between them that, yes, while there is a divine energy blessing their relationship, and it is love, it is true love, there's still mountains to climb together, and you still have to work towards each other and towards the relationship to close that gap. Okay, so yes, it is there. Are you ready to put the work in? Are you really ready? Okay, are they really ready? So what's crowning your Pisces is the Queen of Pentacles, and I mean this, with all of this energy here, okay, excitement, this fresh clarity, new beginning, but holding back a little bit, but also wanting to rush forward. That's you, Pisces, too, at the same time, isn't it? I mean, your symbol is the two fish, and they're always pushing and pulling. Okay, one wants to swim this direction, but then they want to swim this direction. And there's always kind of that internal battle that you have, that push-pull internal battle. Okay, so that could be you. Again, that could also be your partner. Now, I love the Queen of Pentacles crowning your, though, Pisces, because this is a very calming card. It's a calming energy. It's somebody that is gracious and thankful and very much set. Their life is set in a way that they are ready to accept and give. Okay, there's a calming atmosphere to this card. He or she has matured to a certain point in their life where they are completely content with where they are, and they're ready to accept and ready to give. Okay? They're ready to be added to. So that very well be where you are in your life, Pisces, or where your partner is, and it's just a matter of figuring out how you're going to form that union, how you're going to cross those hurdles. Okay? The want is definitely there. Okay, very in almost a very irrational way, but that's what you're trying to do, or that's what your partner's trying to do, is trying to gain this clarity and make sure that they're making the right decision. Because in the future, and I'm sensing that you do move towards the relationship, and you do continue to move towards the commitment, because in your future you do have the Lovers card. We've already talked about it. It's, in a love reading, it's the card that you always want to see, and everybody's always happy to see that in the Two of Cups. So moving in the right direction. But again, how you are viewing your relationship, we have the King of Swords. Okay, so you're being very clear within your mind, or working towards being very clear in your mind. Is this the person for me? Do I love them? Yes. Is there a connection there? Yes, without question. Okay, but am I ready to make that move? Are they ready to make that move? The King of Swords is very calculating, okay, very much, I'll go again, swords rule the mind and the thought processes and the cognitive, air signs are ruled by their mind and their thoughts. And so when you're taking on this type of energy, or when your partner's taking on this type of energy, you're not focusing on this love. You're saying, yeah, great, there's chemistry, but it doesn't mean that we are going to be great partners. It doesn't mean that we can actually get along and build a life together. And if you're in a long-term committed bond, you are recognizing this chemistry. You're maybe really moving towards a new phase of your life, really. You know, maybe kids are going off to school. Maybe have been married for a while and you're going to be having kids. So there's major changes that are approaching, and you're trying to figure out, am I ready? Are they ready? Is the relationship, are we both really prepared for this? Because you're really seeking this clarity. Okay? You're definitely seeking the next step. You're very excited about it, or they are. Again, this could be your partner. But there's this whole level of analysis, which is great, right? Because you never want to just jump into something just because you're feeling it. You want to really think about how you really will interact with this person in the long run. How do you communicate? Do you understand each other? Okay, do you like the same things? Are you on the same wavelength? Now, how they're feeling about the situation in the relationship, Pisces, is the Eight of Swords. And a lot of people have had this card this month, actually. And again, this is feeling bound by your own thoughts. Okay, the key with this card is that your partner is feeling bound, but they're doing it to themselves. And most likely they know that. When people do this, they know that. Okay, you're feeling paralyzed, or you're focusing on the wrong pieces of information, and it's causing you to feel paralyzed and causing you to feel bound, okay, which is affecting this clarity. It's affecting this clarity. It's causing this delay. It's causing this analysis, okay? So I'm almost sensing that the love is there, the chemistry is there, but you're both in this cycle of really trying to figure out if this is right, even though you want it to be. So I feel like you're both a little scared and there's hesitation there, which is, there's nothing wrong with that. I just sense that that's what you're doing. So if you're both aware that that's what you're doing, that's a good thing, because you're aware, and it's not necessarily something is wrong with the relationship, or that your partner is doing something wrong, or that they're not doing something that you want them to do. Okay, it's just a matter of where your mind is putting you. Now, in your hopes and fears, Pisces, you have the Seven of Pentacles, and this card is a card of kind of reaping what you sow. Okay, this person has been putting a lot of work into tilling his garden. He's been working a long time to try to grow and get the fruits of his labor. And they are growing, okay? It is fruitful. He's just very tired, okay? So there comes a point in love and in relationships where you feel at some point that there's only so much you can do, there's only so much you can say, or so much you can feel like you have to change about yourself. And then you have to kind of let it be and accept each other for who you are. Because if you keep trying to change a person, or they keep trying to change you, but you're trying to change for them, and it's not, you can get really tired. So Pisces, this card in this hope and fear position is that you're afraid that all of this effort that you've put into this relationship is not going to bear fruits. Okay? You're worried. They might be worried. Okay? You're also hopeful that it will. And it is. Okay, it definitely is. Again, I think what's happening here is that we're stuck in our minds, you and them, okay? Not grasping the emotional foundation that is there, okay? Recognizing that it's there, but not holding on to it. Maybe focusing a little too much on all the other aspects of the relationship, which are very important, okay? The outcome of your Pisces is we have the Eight of Cups, and traditionally this card represents walking away, or somebody's walking away or leaving leaving something, not necessarily leaving the relationship. Okay, there are so many meanings to this card. For starters, it is a night card. And night cards, like I always say, they represent our internal emotions and our internal thoughts. Okay, so it's not reality. It can project into reality. But this night card means it's our internal. Just like these swords, there are thoughts. This is internal. So you may be really walking away from the emotional base that is in your relationship and trying to focus on other aspects of the relationship. You'd be afraid, you or them, might not want to walk away or take a break or something. I'm going to pull a clarity card because we're looking at this reading, just sensing that both of you are doing it to yourselves. But there's so much good there, but it's almost as if you're in analysis paralysis, both of you. Which is very interesting, Pisces, because you tend to not overthink. You tend to make appropriate decisions based off of your intuition. You're usually very clear, but I feel that you're just kind of stuck in almost as if there's fear there that it's going to be too much work, or you're afraid that you can't do it. But it is growing. I mean, it's bearing fruit. It's a great connection. A whole new beginning. There's clarity there. So why, oh why, the Eight of Cups? Okay, I'm going to pull clarity card. All right, clarifying this Eight of Cups here. There you are, Pisces, okay? You need to realize there you are. Again, more analysis, more study, okay? Looking forward, initiating, okay? Here you are, Pisces, King of Cups, okay? King or Queen. This is male or female. Mature energy, ready for something new, ready to give, ready to receive, whole in their emotions, stable in your emotions, okay? Generous, warm, loving, kind, mature, okay? Page of Swords brings messages. Again, with the pages, we're overanalyzing, okay? We're really overanalyzing, but it's good because you're actually up here. You're higher up in terms of elevation, so you can oversee how everything is developing. You can oversee how everything is growing. But too much swords. Too much analysis. Okay. Too much analysis because it's actually going against your real true nature, Pisces, which is basing things off of your intuition. Okay. It's good you're mixing these two, but there's a little too much. So what this is saying is, don't walk away. Don't forget your emotions. Okay. That's what this is really saying is, don't forget your true nature. Don't leave your emotions behind and get caught up in this over analysis of the relationship. Okay. Because there's a lot there. So, yes, you're overanalyzing. You're fully prepared. Okay? And it's time to take action and move forward. The Knight of Cups, knights bring action. Okay? They bring messages and action. And the Knight of Cups means initiation. It means proposition. It means starting something. Okay? Making it clear that you are wanting to move the relationship to the next level. Okay? Making it clear how you feel about somebody. And not only just saying it, because we're not having a page bring this, we're having knights bring it. So not only saying it, but taking action. Right? So, Pisces, that's a very, very interesting reading, and I hope it resonates with you, or most of you at least. The key message here, again, is that things are very good between you both, and you're overanalyzing, they're overanalyzing, and it's actually time to start taking action because you need to trust you need to really trust, Pisces, your true nature, which is being connected to your intuition and trusting that. Okay, that's what Pisces are all about, is their intuition. Very good at that. So you need to trust it and take action. You've done the analysis already. It's time to take action. All right, Pisces, well, thank you very much, and happy holidays. Merry Christmas. and I hope you enjoy your and your 17 forecast that's coming up in a week or so. All right, thank you so much. Bye.